Guys, welcome back. Stop, I'm trying to record.
Stop. Oh my god.
Hi guys, I am back with another video. For this video, I used the James Charles palette and also I used the Be Bella's Pro palette. If you want to go ahead and create this look, then just keep on watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Vanessa. I also go by Vani. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a makeup tutorial look using my James Charles palette. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So for my transition color, I'm going to go ahead and use this color here. I'm going to go ahead and pack and then blend. And then we're just gonna go ahead and blend sideways. Alright, so now that I have my transition color already packed and blended, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. And just go ahead and keep packing the color. You see? I also like to raise my eyebrow like this and just keep blending back and forth. Right now I'm just going back and forth and then also go ahead and do little circles. When you're blending, don't be so harsh. You know, just blend soft. Does that make sense? Just go back and forth. Alright, so now that you have your transition color on already, I'm gonna go ahead for my crease, get a darker tone, which I'm gonna go ahead and be using this there. I always like to use the same brush. People tend to use different brushes, but it doesn't bother me. And just blend. Just be very gentle and just blend. Do the same to the other eye. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do a cut crease today, and I'm gonna go ahead and do glitter. All right, guys, so we're gonna keep packing and blending. My light's too bright. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut our crease. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease using the Tarte concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and start from there and just go ahead and look up. Let me see. Let's repeat this again. There you go. So see, that's where I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting my crease. I feel like I always hold my breath doing a cut crease because you just don't want to mess up. And then also what you could do to make it easier for yourself, you could go ahead and just drag your eyelid like that and do your crease. And then you always want to like, for this, you don't want to keep it like that. You just want to go ahead and just drag it out like that. And then you see that extra concealer there. For my preference, I go in with the clean brush and just go ahead and try to get that off. So that way, when you're packing your color or your glitter, it doesn't give it like a weird smear, you know? So I need to cut it up a little higher. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the other eye. Okay, so now that I cut my crease, I like to always go back in and whatever type of glitter that you're using, like for example, I'm gonna go ahead and be using this glitter, and this is by Beauty Curations. I always like to get a similar shimmer look, to go ahead and place that on top of my eyelid where I did my crease, and then go ahead and go in with the glitter. So the closest that I could go ahead and get to is I'm gonna go ahead and be using the Be Bella Pro palette. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this shimmer here. I'm gonna go ahead and place that on my eyelid. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the other eyelid. I like to dab. I don't like to go back and forth like that. I like to dab it on. So now that I have that set, I'm gonna go ahead and go back with using my transition color. I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen up my crease, going back with my transition color, which from the James Charles palette. I'm gonna go ahead and be using that color again. And then I always like to go ahead and get like an angle brush. And so what I like to do is see how it's making it look sharp. And then of course you're gonna want to go ahead and blend that out. You could go ahead and go actually it's not blending, but you're gonna go ahead and like swipe it up, like blend it up, in other words, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the other side. Making it look sharp. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start with my glitter. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and be using my Beauty Creations. Luckily, oh, this is this is Silver Dust. So I'm gonna go ahead and be using my NYX glitter glue. So for whenever you're applying glitter as well, I like to dab. So we're gonna go ahead and be dabbing that in. Get a brush. So this brush is Morphe M421. I like to use this when I'm doing my glitter. So I like to use my hand, as you can tell. So I'm gonna go ahead and start dabbing that glue in. And when try to leave a space right here, so when you're doing your eyeliner, normally I'll do my eyeliner first and then apply glitter, but I already started doing it like this. So I'm dabbing, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the glitter and just dab as well. Dab as you go. See, look at that, it looks so pretty. So remember, try to leave some room for your eyeliner. And then also what I like to do when I'm done with my glitter, I like to go back in here in my crease and just get my translucent, sorry, not my translucent, my my crease eyeshadow that I did, and then just go ahead and try to blend this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the other eye. And just dab. Manel, that looks so pretty, girl. And if you want, you could also smoke it out if you want on the edge here, and this color will look good too if you're going out clubbing, you know. And just dab. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and place my eyeliner. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video and I'll be back. All right guys, so I have my eyelashes on, and you see how beautiful that eyeshadow is? Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and start on my face. I'm going to go ahead and be using my primer from Makeup Forever. So I'm going to go ahead and set that on my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and for foundation, it's going to be Urban Decay All Nighter. This is in the shade 5.0. I'm going to go ahead and grab my beauty blender and go ahead and dab. Make sure you go underneath the chin. You guys remember in my last video, I don't know if you guys saw, I mentioned that I love using the Urban Decay. That is my #1 to go to. It's because I love the full coverage it gives. So you see, it gives it all that full coverage. All right. Go ahead and dab that everywhere. Okay, so now I'm gonna go for concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and use I'm gonna go ahead and try out the by Tarte, the Shape Tape. And then translucent, I will be using the Wet n Wild. And then I like to just dab, and then drag it out. Got some in my hair. Ooh, girl, where have I been? For my concealer, I like to use Maybelline the Fit Me. But this is just like, wow. So just dab and drag it out. Dang, Gina. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the Wet n Wild. Just dab one more time. And then I like to press on. And go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And then I like to just dab this all over my face. Girl, I'm just loving this eyeshadow look. Dab, dab. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in using Too Faced Chocolate to bronze. Now what I like to do is I like to grab a different brush and then just blend in. Y'all, my husband better take me out somewhere. Your girl be looking good. So I don't have a big forehead, but I like to just bronze. And then I like to drag it out on the sides and the sides as well. Alright, so I like to dab. And then I'll do the blending. I don't know if you could tell. Just my light. And then just, I like to go in circle motions. Girl, this is gonna make me look skinny. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. I always like to bring it up a little as well, towards like where I put my blush. And then just blend. Gosh, my hair. And then underneath that chin, girl. Alright, so now we're all done. I'm gonna go ahead and go in there for my blush. I will go ahead and be using this from MAC, Lovejoy. It has shimmer as well. And then I always like to drag it out. It's just my preference. And now we're gonna go ahead and cut this. Alright, so meanwhile that's baking, I'm gonna go ahead and do my underline, my waterline I should say. I'm gonna go ahead and use a, go back on using my James Charles palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this color here. If you hear that, those are the fireworks, sorry. Alright guys, so we're just gonna go ahead and blend that. And then for eyeliner, for my waterline, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Wet n Wild, the black eyeliner. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and for my eyebrow bone right there, I'm gonna go ahead and be using some highlight. I just dab and then bring out. Girl, bomb as fuck. Go ahead and do the same thing. Girl, let me tell you, I love this look. Just dab. dab, dab, bring it out, dab, dab, bring it out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Use the same color as well. Alright. And now I'm gonna go ahead and dab. Just clean it up. And as well, don't be so harsh when you're cleaning up here. I guess it's my line. Alright, so last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and for my eyebrows, I'm gonna go ahead and just, I call it my hairspray. Look at that, you see? Damn. Girl. Alright, so and then I'm gonna go ahead and use the highlight. I'm gonna go ahead and go back. What's my highlight? Alright, so for my lipstick, I'm gonna go ahead and use this by Morphe. And this is in, I don't know, it doesn't even say. But anyways. And this is a matte one too, by the way. Alright guys, and we're done. This is an easy look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please go ahead and like and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching.